Wike say he want lock down 34 embassies for Abuja. Embassies, we belong to other countries. He want lock down 34. He said that they owe ground rent. As he talked the word, some people will like their life away. We don't want problem, don't they? Not try, amo. We don't want trouble. The embassies where they list for the list where they owe ground rent. So Russia embassy, you know. Ghana Day. Northern Ireland, there's some powerful countries there, right? And the funny part is that the whole money, all of them, they all put together now reach 5 million. We can say they risk being locked down if they don't pay their ground rent. I see that the Femi Falana on TV, they holla, it is against the law. It is against the law. Let me show you this news. According to Business Day, it says 34 foreign embassies in Nigeria's capital could reportedly be shut down for failing to pay ground rent for 11 years. Ground rent is the money that property owners must pay the government for using land. The Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, which manages Abuja, says these diplomatic missions collectively owe 3,662,196 naira since 2014. Which embassies owe the money? The defaulting embassies include missions from Ghana, they are owing 5,950. Thailand is owing 5,350. Russia is owing 1,100. Turkey is owing 3,350. Ireland is owing 500 naira. Uganda 5,950. Germany 1,000 and Venezuela 459,055 naira. The Zambia High Commission is owing 1,189,990. Indonesia's defense attaché is owing 1,718,211, and Equatorial Guinea is owing 1,137,240. Others owe higher amount. Other missions from Egypt, Chad, Sierra Leone, India, Sudan, Niger, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, Switzerland, Saudi Arabia, China, and South Africa also appear on the list. According to a report by The Punch, several embassies are denying the allegation. Russia embassy stated, the embassy pays all its bills for the rent of the territory on which the embassy complex is located in good faith and on time. The embassy also has all the necessary documents confirming the payments. The Punch also quoted a Turkish official saying, we have not received the formal notification about debt. We regularly make our payments on time, and we will check if we are on the list because of bureaucratic mistake or a misunderstanding, and we fix the issues as soon as possible. Germany's embassy said, we understand that you're referring to reports suggesting that the German embassy in Abuja has outstanding rent obligations. We would like to clarify that no such claim or demand has been formally brought to our attention by the Federal Capital Territory Administration. The embassy added, moreover, we can confirm that all official financial obligations relating to the embassy's premises have been fully settled as of the end of 2024. There are no known outstanding payments. Now we say we want to lock down this embassy, say that they owe. The embassy say they know they owe. So who is making a mistake? We or them? From my understanding of Nigeria and the way I know Nigeria, they check and wait and where they make the mistake. We do it to ourselves here. Government make mistakes and punish the citizens for it. And because we don't get power to fight government, most times we give up. But now you are dealing with embassies of foreign nationals who can speak for themselves and they can fight for themselves. Let me explain something to you. The Russian embassy is Russian soil. You cannot go there. That's what Femi Falana was trying to say. Let me play Femi Falana's video so that you see what we're talking about here. We get this.
Or execution. No court of law. No court of law can order that execution be levied on any embassy. And Nigeria is part of the international community.
Yes.
If we embark on invading the embassy of any country, it's going to lead to serious diplomatic problems for Nigeria.
Of course, it's right.
So it is not allowed. Nobody, in fact, if a policeman is pursuing anybody for committing any offense whatsoever,
and the person
is able to scale the fence of an embassy, the police officer cannot invade the embassy.
They cannot.
Whatever offense that might have been committed.
If you like, the person should
so it is tried that embassies, missions covered by the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, cannot be invaded because they have not paid
ground rent.
What you call rents, grand rents, which again are not applicable to the embassy.
So I'm shocked because Femi Falana is saying ground rent is not applicable to the embassies, but the embassies are saying that they are paying. That's the part I don't have proper knowledge about. Are these embassies supposed to pay ground rent? Nigerian embassies for other countries, are we paying ground rent there? I don't know. But if Russia not pay ground rent for Nigeria, Nigerian embassy there, Russia too, we know pay there. Very simple. You cannot go and seal an embassy. It will cause diplomatic issues. But nevertheless, we not say Wike the joke, because the whole money the embassy they owe not reach 4 million. The mobilization to mobilize for go lock each of these embassies will cost more than 4 million. Are we spending more than the money that they are owing us to enforce? You understand? But I'm sure there are better ways they can do this. Maybe Wike just trying to look like he's working. Because all those places when he's sealed, after the president give them 14 days to reopen the place and let the people go and pay their dues, they have paid. Even PDP secretariat don't pay their dues. But now, Wike is wanting to lock down Russia and China embassy. People like not touch me. Now Lagos are still now Abuja Wike do. If Russia embassy if I need the address, I will give you now. Now Abuja they say God don't answer Port Harcourt. If I they find anybody to shoot.
Let's not forget that Femi Falana warned Wike seriously against stirring up troubles. He warned him against sealing these embassies. He should not start a diplomatic crisis by sealing these embassies because he would potentially violate the international laws and it will cause some crisis for Nigeria. And he told him it could trigger some diplomatic consequences for Nigeria if he does so. Let's not forget that Wike have been going after ground rent defaulters. He has, locked down several properties in Abuja, those that failed to pay their ground rent. And these properties have been owing for more than 10 years, 20 years, which also includes the People's Democratic Party's National Secretariat, which have been sealed for some weeks now. Although Tinubu granted a 14-day grace period to all the affected defaulters to settle their dues. And that period will expire on Friday, June 6. That period expired on Friday, June 6. So everybody's just watching Wike. Everybody's just looking at Wike. But Uncle Femi Falana warned Wike that if he should do so, he would breach, some certain international obligations if he goes ahead to invade these embassies and lock down their embassies over some unpaid ground rent. According to him, he said, if people are owing, you go to court if you must collect your money, that you shouldn't go around threatening to seal up properties. So he told Wike to go to court to get ground payments from these embassies so he wouldn't trigger some diplomatic crisis in Nigeria. So guys, what are your thoughts on this?